The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program allows borrowers who have direct federal student loans who make 120 qualifying payments and work in the public service sector to allow their student loans to be completely forgiven. However, only 1% of public service loan forgiveness applicants actually get approved. In this video, we are going to be covering the biggest errors that are cause for denial and how you can avoid them if you're on track for public service loan forgiveness. Hey guys, it's Justine with the College Investor, Investing and Personal Finance for Millennials. If you are interested in public service loan forgiveness, then you'll want to pay attention to these common mistakes that actually cause applicants to be denied their application. So this type of forgiveness program allows those who are on an income-driven repayment plan for their direct loans and also work in the public service sector, so think government, nonprofit organizations, or the Peace Corps. It allows these types of applicants to have their student loans forgiven. However, there are some common mistakes that people make, and there are 6 of them we want to mention here. The 6 most common errors that cause public service loan forgiveness denial includes missing information, no eligible loans. Remember, only direct loans qualify for public service loan forgiveness. Not being in an income-driven repayment plan, staying on deferment or forbearance, missing payments or making extra payments, or you have an ineligible employer. Now, the number one way to avoid all of these errors is to make sure you fill out the employment certification form. So I was able to go to studentaid.gov and pull up the public service loan forgiveness form. And so you can kind of scroll through here and take a look at the instructions. You can also download the form and then make sure that you are filling out all the necessary information and submit it to make sure that your employer qualifies for this forgiveness program and that all of the information is correct. In fact, 2 of the key pieces of missing information that the Department of Education points out is oftentimes people don't fill out their employer identification number or the employer address. These are really easy things to ask HR and actually get them from your W-2 and make sure that you submit it on the form. If you still have questions about whether or not you're eligible and you don't want to take the time to fill out that form, you can actually use the Public Service Loan Forgiveness tool online through studentaid.gov to make sure that you are filling out the form correctly. So if you click on it, you can actually log in to get started, and this helpful tool can make sure that you are eligible and that you're not missing any key pieces of information. So some other helpful tips that you'll want to take note of if you are on this track. First, you'll want to make sure that employment certification form, that you fill it out every year and every time you switch employers. This way it verifies that you are working for an employer who qualifies for public service loan forgiveness. Next, make sure that your employment certification form is not missing any information. Again, filling out that employer identification number and the employer address along with everything else. And then make sure that your information is consistent. Oftentimes, the Department of Education sees that your employer's start date is not consistent every single year you fill out the form, so make sure that your information stays the same. Also, if you have other types of loans, then you want to make sure that you can consolidate those loans into direct loans in order to qualify. Remember, you also have to be on an income-based repayment plan in order to qualify. So this includes income contingent repayment plans, income-driven repayment plans, pay-as-you-earn repayment plans, and the revised pay-as-you-earn repayment plans. Also, payments during deferment or forbearance do not count. So if you're in deferment right now, and especially if you're in grad school and you're also working for a qualifying employer, you'll want to make sure that you waive your deferment in order to start making those 120 qualifying payments as soon as possible. possible. Also, make sure you don't make any late payments. It's never a good idea to make late payments, but if you make a payment 15 days past the due date, then they won't qualify towards public service loan forgiveness. Now, if you still have questions about whether this is the right option for you, make sure you check out a free tool called Loan Buddy. Loan Buddy helps you analyze and evaluate your current student loan situation and helps you make the best plan so that you can pay them off as quickly as possible. We will include links below for you to check that out, and we'll catch you in the next video.